All right, overcoming failure. I've had a lot of challenges in this journey, in reaching the point that I'm at right now, and I still feel there's probably more challenges to come. A lot of people get disabled by failure, and I feel that failure is necessary. In the present moment, of course, it's not the best thing. In the present moment, you feel like, you want to die, or it's never going to work. Abantu bazothini is the biggest syndrome we suffer from. But I've seen that the biggest lessons, the most valuable lessons that I've experienced as a person within my business, even on a personal basis, was through failure. So even when I was studying, having contracted, I don't want to use the word, we'll edit this, having been diagnosed with meningitis, and having to take a lot of time off school, and having every single lecturer saying, it's okay, come back next year, where my eyesight failed me, my body failed me, and I had to have an overcoming, enduring spirit. Prayer and family was amazing, but I ended up completing my qualification that year, despite having those challenges where I was booked off for months. And then we had somebody break into our home and steal my entire portfolio, which was on my laptop, and having to redo your entire final year's worth of work in the space of a few months with very little eyesight and a body recovering from a very serious disease. That could have been a failure. That could have been a point. There was a point that everybody said, just give up. It's not going to happen for you. Take some time out. Regroup and come back next year. That was not an option for me. And I think that says a lot about the person that I am. And even after my first incredible work experience, going to a new job and finding that the company closed its doors within my first 3 days of employment, I was challenged, and that could have been a space of failure. But a resilient spirit and pushing right through, leading me to the point that I decided to embark on this entrepreneurial journey, where I had reached a very high pinnacle within my career, being a brand manager, having staff, and literally sitting in the big boys table, which is what I strived for the first 10 years of my career. And to finally get there and not be happy and not be fulfilled and question, what am I doing here? And to literally decide the morning of a meeting that I was going to resign that day, that could have been failure. That was seen as failure for a lot of people, for me to walk away from that point. And 3 years later, in a business that I didn't have a game plan when I started, I didn't have set client list. I didn't know exactly what I was going to do with my time, but I knew that moment of failure, that seemingly low point, was the starting point of something incredible. So don't be scared to fall. Falling will only break you if you don't get up again.